So it was really nice to see you at Frontend Nation. How was the conference for you?
It was so fun. I would say exhausting. It's 4 days and it's been amazing on just meeting so many amazing people from all over the world and seeing their
Right.
different experiences. The Q&As, they were the best.
I agree. You also emceed the entire Frontend Nation conference. Did you have any specific talks that you really enjoyed?
That's a hard one. I would say from day one, the opening panel is always one of my favorite pieces, as this one was for Vite and getting the updates on where Vite's at or where any of these languages are at, I think is one of the best aspects of Front End Nation. And day four, I think day four is just one of the best ways of hands-on learning together with being Forge. And just running it where people can actually like live code together is one of my favorite aspects of Forge Nation.
I completely agree. And it was really surprising to see how many people showed up to these Forge events. Like, you do not expect so many people to be there live coding in a virtual event. It's almost like a Zoom call that they're logged into where, I'm responding in Discord and they're live coding. But it was great to see that sort of engagement. You were an amazing MC for us, and the event just like, moved very smoothly. Where do you get this kind of magical skills to MC? And do you have any tips for people who are thinking about hosting conferences, meetups, how to make them kind of go smoothly?
First off, thank you. I could not do it without all the behind the scenes people. There is so much that goes beyond the scenes, but for anybody that's currently planning on emceeing or hosting events, the biggest thing I could say is don't panic. It is the one of the hardest things to do, but while you're emceeing, if something goes wrong or you panic about it, your tone influences the audience. So if
Mm.
you're excited, your audience will be excited. And it's incredible to realize that you can have that type of influence to be able to hype up a crowd and be able to help the audience feel even more connected to a speaker because of the Q&A. And for those that are going into it, if it's your first time or you've done this a million times, it can still be scary. It's not something that I ever feel like I'll get over. A lot of times I'll completely blank when I go on stage. I'll be like,
Oh, wow.
what did I just say? I hope that was great. And it's something that the practice of it helps a ton. And one thing that I really, really want to point out is even if you're dyslexic, you can still MC. I say that as there's a lot of cue cards for a lot of MCs or hosting or needing to read certain things. And being dyslexic was one of the biggest reasons why I never thought I could do it. To be able to read everything and keep up and be a part of the audience and just go, okay, I am human. It's okay to show that I'm human.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. I mean, that just makes you even more amazing to do
Oh,
that.
thanks.
So, Jen, you work as a developer advocate at Aiven. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about dev advocacy and your role at Aiven?
Yeah, thank you for asking. Ivan is your trusted data forum, which what that means is we help make your data infrastructure flow so much easier. Being at Frontend Nation, I love learning about what developers are doing and companies are doing on the front end because it flows into what people are doing on the back end. Having a front end developer go in and be like, I really need to help my team set up event streaming and making sure that we have our analytics set up or any of those pieces, Ivan makes it easier for those to all be connected. So if you're looking at putting, which is event streaming to ClickHouse, our platform makes it so that way we are able to streamline that and be able to make it much more manageable and scalable and make it more secure. And being a DevRel here, it's so fun in the fact that I get to do a lot of different things. I would say one of my favorite parts about what I currently do are the meetups around the US.
Mhm.
I do open source data infrastructure meetups. I'm currently in Austin for a meetup that we're going to be doing later today. Also, I make written content like our blogs and developer center, and then also in video content with, I have a video coming out soon about 5 questions to ask yourself about data.
data is like very permissive in the industry today. Like everyone's thinking about it, everyone's talking about
Mhm.
it. So I can imagine a company like Aiven that's data infrastructure as a service is really really valuable in so many different ways for developers a lot and full stack developers. Jen, it was really great to meet you. I'm sure you're going to be hosting some amazing events in the future. As she said, she has a meetup group in the US that she's helping run. Please do check those things out. We'll link those in the description. And yeah, follow us on TinyMCE events as well. So we'll also be running some events, and I'm sure Jen and I will be on a conference again in the future.
Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jen.